Alright, welcome back. Let's go ahead and speak with Otto. Give him the good news.
Welcome home, Sid.
Good news that Hugo is finally taken out. I'm sure most of these people, like the last thing they saw was Hugo, like, murder everybody. What's this? So a few new hunts. Couple S rank. And Dalmacia. See what Otto has to say. Oh, gang's here.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Alright, so there are like 4 hunts we can do, I think. So we are gonna knock those out. But
the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up 1 or 2.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual detail. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
I do not like these. I know it's like a good storytelling.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash.
They'll kind of let you know what's going on.
It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dalmacian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And you...
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his report. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
To be honest with y'all, this is not. Right, so this is a...
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Think about, so this is a JRPG. So the story's always pretty linear, it always has the same ending and everything. But one thing I realized is that these are very cutscene.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of...
No.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Alright. Let's talk to Blackbone. I think Hippocrates supposed to be the last guy. Or Tone. So let me real quick, let's buy what we need to buy.
Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Blackthorn,
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing, not least of all Sid. You should tell it.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Now we gotta go over to Mid. The way things looking, gonna end it with one hunt. Just to give us a little action.
Might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal.
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind, and I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. I've got the designs and the list. Show these to Blackthorn.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Mid hasn't been.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Blackthorn.
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Rieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it, and I'll need help. Get Gavin in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with.
Guess I'll have...
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in a fight, but you don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in a fight.
You going after the... Which one of the...
I'll just take Gab.
Gav, you...
All right, then. So,
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks.
southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us.
all right.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff.
You two, eh?
Fleece me.
What'd you need? So, what'll it be? No scratches, all right? Anything else?
All right, so I know where one of the things are at. So we're just gonna come down to the jaw and fight that guy first. And he's like literally right there. So check him out real quick. The 9-9.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let's feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
What's the damage?
Nice try.
There we go. That wasn't. Ooh, that's a level up.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Looks like one of Hugo's like private guards.
My carpets.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Can't.
What's that?
That
Right.
Good now that we got that. Put over here. Let's finish up out of the shadow.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Okay, so where might this last one be? There we go.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough.
That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before... Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at some...
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you, after Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Okay. You know what? We're here. Let's just take care of it. Like this episode and the next episode gonna be pretty much cutscene. That's all this one really was. So let's just, so we have a little bit of action. Let's just do this one.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to...
It's certainly not a baker. Time was the sight of the Fang used to...
I take it you missed the mother...
I hated her. But she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shut, I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. She was the only thing that could fit. Now she's gone. What am I supposed to do?
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you missed the Fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? You know, I have to get back to the bakery right away.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing a nest.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Ah, there. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damp.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's balm.
I dare.
Just look at it. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, and look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt! Master, I have found my
Well, if it tastes off as unique... not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his... I don't know how you did it.
pits have pride.
Alright, let's head back to the hideaway. Speak with Blackthorn.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. Or be sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on.
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting...
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Well, okay, so I'm out of here. So we're gonna be porting back to mid in the next episode and probably grabbing the next materials. I believe we do that. So yeah, like I said, in here. So as always, if you like what you see, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.